Good morning, happy Sunday. Well, it's my happy Sunday. That's why we in our jammy jams. This week we're gonna do a little like what I eat in a week or what I eat within a few days, so you guys can see what I be doing in this kitchen. It's Sunday, but it's also Clippers game day Sunday, so Jamal's not home, so the Sunday looks a little different. We have been pretty consistent with going to the farmer's market to get fresh produce, but he left for the game and my sister's coming over so that we can have a little sister day. I didn't want to start the week off wrong by not having groceries, so I had groceries delivered. I don't always do this. I typically like to go get my groceries. I go to Ralph's, I go to Trader Joe's, I go to the farmer's market. Sometimes I'll go to Whole Foods or Sprouts. Those are like my three places. This week also is slightly different, but not very different, because Jamal's on the road with the team this week, so we're having like some girl dinners. And that's why I was like, oh, you guys have to, like, Jamal's not here to eat dinner with me. I have to eat dinner with my girls. Aww. So let me show you the groceries we got for the week, and then we'll get into the eating. What is life without technical difficulties? My Instacarter just dropped off like 3 cases of LaCroix that I didn't order, but then it looks like there's some things that I ordered that are missing. So I messaged him. I'm assuming he has my order in the trunk, and he probably shot for 2 people at once, and then he has some of theirs, because I didn't order no drinks like that. So we'll figure out what we're missing, but I'm gonna wait for him to respond. Let's get into this haul. First of all, arugula. If you guys watch me on Snapchat, you know that I'm obsessed with making arugula salad. I went from hating arugula to loving it. We have some bananas. It's just like a little pre-workout. I have been in the gym. This is not a healthy what I eat in my life. No, this is a teenage girl. Yeah. Teenage girl is just trying to make it through, okay? I try to eat well where I can, but there's gonna be hot Cheetos, there's gonna be candy, there's gonna be lots of things. I saw that my sister actually drinks green tea every single day, and she said it's so good for your gut health and your skin, so got some of those. We have russet potatoes, because when in doubt, I'll make a baked potato for dinner. That and like some shrimps. We have 2 avocados. These are very well picked. Even though I had a mailed DoorDash, that's really good. And then 2 bell peppers. Let's see, this is like all the heavy duty stuff. I needed more olive oil for salad dressings. I'm gonna attempt to try to water down apple cider vinegar, to start taking that, because I have a really bad sweet tooth and people swear by apple cider vinegar to help. Whoa, this is a huge bottle of buffalo sauce. I have wings that I can make, and I ordered cauliflower to make buffalo cauliflower, but this is a huge thing of buffalo sauce. Some agave, garbanzo beans. I'm gonna make a pasta salad if he delivers my rotisserie chicken. Dijon mustard for salad dressing, and I've got a garlic powder. We have English muffins for little breakfast sandwiches or like lunch sandwiches. Some yogurts. I'm not a huge yogurt girl, but I do appreciate the protein. I don't get the super high protein ones. I just get classic, and we call that protein. Pepper jack cheese, cottage cheese, the cauliflower, salami, and turkey breast for sandwiches, and pasta salad, ice cream. This is the best brand of chocolate chip cookie dough. Ice cream. This is the fun stuff. We have hot chips. If I'm having a sandwich, I'm having hot chips on the side. I also love goldfish. Protein pasta for the pasta salad that I'm supposed to make that he did not deliver the ingredients for. And these. A little bag of shrimp, because like I said, I'll make shrimp and a baked potato, and that will be my girl dinner. You have to have eggs for the week. And then ground turkey. Oh no, was this open? Oh no, it's not open. Okay, and then ground turkey. Those are our groceries for the week, and I'll probably still be eating out some, but I'm gonna go call this Instacarter, because I hope he didn't deliver my groceries elsewhere. I hope I was the first stop. I don't think I was. It is Monday at 11 a.m. I just got from the gym. I woke up and gymmed immediately. So I did it on an empty stomach. Sometimes I do like a Celtic salt and honey, like little pre-workout. But this morning I woke up late, and I knew I had to get going because now I have my assistant over, and I didn't want to be late or waste any time. It's Monday, so I did treat myself to a matcha out and about. This is my favorite matcha from Series A. It's a blueberry matcha. But now we're gonna make breakfast. Last week I tried to meal prep like a breakfast scramble, and I ate it for the first 3 days, and I made so much of it that like I didn't like reheating it after the first 3 days, so then some of it did go to waste. I felt like the eggs and the sausage got slimy, the tomato, like there was just too many things in it. So that didn't work this time. So I think I'm just gonna have like yogurt and like a fried egg or something. That will be breakfast, but we'll get into that in a second. Okay, I decided to make 3 eggs because I had 3 eggs left, and like who's gonna just eat 1 egg? And then we're gonna make our yogurt bowl together. So I just do the regular chobani. I don't like all the extra protein ones. They start tasting weird. It's never that deep. This isn't like a healthy, like what I eat in a week to gain muscle, lose, no. This is what I do when I'm trying not to eat out. I'm trying to eat more in the house. Trying to be smarter about my snacks and like making sure there's some sort of nutrient in them so that they actually keep me full for longer. But I'm not an X Games mode type of gal when it comes to health, okay? So I'm gonna add some honey on top of the yogurt. I would love to have some sort of carb, and I almost got a pastry from the Matcha place, but they didn't look that good. Like there was a bacon spinach quiche, and I was like, but they just be looking like they sit out for like so long. To add in a little bit more protein, and just because I like crunch, we're gonna do this Catalina Crunch protein cereal. It tastes like, what is that one cereal? Honey Grams? It tastes just like that. It smells like maple syrup, but it's the honey flavor. I don't know why it smells like maple syrup. That's actually interesting. And then this Trader Joe's granola. I love this vanilla almond granola. I used to not be a yogurt bowl girl, and I can't do it every day. I cannot do it every day, but I do like them. And we're gonna add some blueberries. These are from the farmer's market. They're really good and juicy. So it's 11 a.m. Realistically, I want to start waking up earlier, going to the gym earlier, so that this is 10 a.m. when I'm having breakfast and not 11. But for breakfast, we have our matcha, our eggs, and our yogurt bowl. But yeah, the goal is to start eating earlier. I also have these things that I usually take. Their digestion and immunity shots. But I should have taken this before I went to the gym, because I don't want this taste on something. So we're gonna say no to that for today. But I did legs, so I'm trying to get these gains in. We got protein, 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 period. Would love a bagel, would love a croissant, but that's not the vibe today. Okay, I feel like the fun part of this video is going to be you guys really seeing the reality and like me finding my people. Maybe some people can relate. One being, I finished all my eggs. I didn't get the egg ick. I finished my eggs, 3 eggs, like okay, protein. I'm just now getting back in the gym, and I think it's starting up my metabolism, but I do like get full fast, or like, I don't even know if it's getting full fast. I get tired of flavors fast. Like I love like a charcuterie board type dinner, or just like sharing appetizers where I can get multiple flavors. And then I also just don't like protein. Like if it doesn't taste good, I swear to you, I'm not eating it. So I ate the side of my yogurt bowl that had the granola, and I'm gonna finish these blueberries. But then the side that had the protein cereal, I took a few bites of, and I was like, I don't want this. I don't want this. Even though it's not terrible, it just wasn't what I wanted right now. And so I feel like I have to show you how much I actually eat when I'm showing you what I eat in a day. I saw my matcha. I'm gonna sip on her because we are going to make a protein pasta salad, because it's gonna be hot the next few days where Ellie's gonna get a heat wave. I'm on my workout journey, and I'm the type of person, if it's not quick, fast, and already made, I will eat chips. I don't cook half the time because I don't like dishes. You should see my sink right now. I hate doing the dishes. So let's make this protein pasta salad. Okay, so the base ingredients are going to be this protein pasta. I like this little shape for pasta salad. Then we have some cherry tomatoes from the farmer's market. We have garbanzo beans. We have a red onion, avocado, which I think I'm just going to cut up and add to each bowl, like each serving as I'm having it, so it doesn't get the pasta salad gross. I'm gonna try to make like 3 servings worth and not too much, because I know I also get tired of flavors. I know there's people who like can eat the same thing every day because they're obsessed with it. I do have those waves. And then I have waves of like, I've had that twice. I don't want it again. So I don't want to make too much. I'm going to pull apart some of this rotisserie chicken, have some pepperoni, some salami, some feta cheese, and some cucumber. So I'm gonna put on like Gilmore Girls or something, chop everything up while this is boiling, mix it together, and I think I'm gonna just do like lemon, olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Like the dressing isn't going to be very strong, maybe a little Italian dressing or something. Like, I don't like super wet pasta salad, super saucy pasta salad. So if anything, I'm just doing this for all the fresh ingredients.
We never know how our day is going to end. We prefer it parts of our day.
Not the cutest angle, but I want to show you how to measure your pasta if you're not trying to overcook and make too much of it. So you just, my water's at a boil, and I'm gonna throw in a bowl what I think one serving would look like. Add it to the boiling water. I want to make 3 servings. I know there's gonna be so many other things within this pasta. So there's serving number 2. And the third serving can be small because I'm already worried that I'm not gonna eat all this, so. And now it's gonna make just enough pasta that I need. Don't judge me, I'm putting this right back because to me that's still a clean dish. You don't have to eat in my house, thank you. We have all our colorful vegetables and stuff. I'm gonna start by adding in our pasta. Then we're gonna add in our red onion. Those pieces are not chopped very well. Red onion in. Salami, pepperoni, yum. I probably should have let the noodles cool more, but oh well. Ooh. The red onion air. Shred up some chicken, cut up some of that chicken. I went ahead and cut up a few banana peppers. I don't know, I just thought that flavor would do well in here. I don't know. It's really just anything but the kitchen sink, you know, type of vibe. Cucumber. Boom, boom, boom. I like the crunch that the cucumber will add. I love the freshness that these tomatoes will add. Boom, boom, boom. Now let's get some of this feta cheese. And I'm gonna strain the garbanzo beans. And then we're gonna let this sit. I need to shower. Obviously, I'm still in my gym clothes, and that's a problem. I'm gonna do some work, I'm gonna edit, and then we'll be back for our next meal. Throwing in some feta cheese. We like cheese. Cheese is really good. I strained these garbanzo beans, gonna add these in. I believe these are protein, right? Yeah, 7 grams of protein in garbanzo beans. I'm gonna keep mixing her up, but we're gonna go ahead and add avocado oil, salt, pepper, a little bit of lemon juice, which will also help preserve some of the stuff, and a little bit of Dijon mustard. I think that's it, and if anything needs more on each serving, I'll just make it have whatever it needs. And that's my protein pasta salad. If you didn't know, I lived on my own last year, and then I moved in with my boyfriend this year. And when I moved in with him, it felt like the first time since I've been on my own, so in the last 2 years, that like I actually have more control of my diet, in the sense that when I lived on my own, I was always going back and forth from his house to my house to his house. So I felt like I was buying groceries and they were going bad because I'd spend more time at his house. And then when I'd go to his house, we would just eat out 24/7, where now I go shop on Sunday, I'm here every night. I sleep here every night. I might go to lunch, I might get breakfast out, I might get dinner out, but I'm gonna at least eat 2 meals in this house so the groceries actually get eaten. So you guys get to see like what type of meals I'd be making. Usually if Jamal's home, I cook dinner minimum 6 times a week. We usually go out to eat dinner or get takeout once a week. Max twice a week. But usually it's not getting dinner, it's like because I had an event, so Jamal will get takeout, but I cook majority of the time. So like I will do, if you guys like these type of videos, I'll do like a what I cooked for dinner this week for the 2 of us, because he's picky, he doesn't eat cheese, and he wants protein, flavor-packed meals. I've been doing good. We have a good rotation. I try new recipes that I find on TikTok. So let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. I just want to keep it real, okay? Okay, we're gonna portion out some of this pasta salad. It had a good amount of time to like cool. Oh gosh, not me putting half of it on my countertop. I feel like that is a decent portion for me and the hunger level I'm at right now. That's also the nice thing eating in the house. I feel like I was wasting so much food because like when you go out to eat, they'll give you this big portion or whatever, or I want so many different things that I over order. Where when I'm home, I can make a perfect portion. That's actually what I'm going to consume. I'm gonna cut up some of this avocado because it's going bad, and so I want it to be used. I put like a quarter of this avocado into this pasta salad. Just spreading it out so that it's equally dispersed. I did not plan on vlogging like me eating because I take eating very seriously. Like I'm taking big bites. I'm watching my TikToks. Like this is my peace. This is my zen. This is my me time. But I had to bring y'all in because this is so freaking good. And this is the thing, like, I will obsess over this. I'll probably finish that whole bowl when I just always get nervous that sometimes my cooking won't turn out that good. But I'll probably finish that whole bowl within the next, like, 3-4 days. And then I'll think, like, oh, that was so good, let me make it again. Then if I make this next week, I probably won't want it. Now, I did smash that. Like I said, that was really good. I like a juice, a soda, a lemonade, a tea because it's sweet. And after a meal that's savory, I always want something sweet. And we're gonna have a sweet treat. So I'm gonna show you my midday sweet treat. This, my friends, is Soccer Bit. If you've heard of Swedish candy, you've probably heard of Soccer Bit or Bon Bon. Soccer Bit is the LA Bon Bon, the West Coast Bon Bon. Let me show you my favorite pieces because I went to this candy store yesterday with my sister and I went like a month ago and they were sold out of all my favorites. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you guys like sell out. And I don't even get like the popular like Bubs or whatever that everybody gets. That's not my favorite. Let me show you my favorites. The Cherry Ropes, delicious. Now I'm just putting it on my dining table. The Cherry Sour Cola, not cherry, the Sour Colas, but this shape specifically. When you go into a Swedish candy store, they're all like, you'll see a bunch of different colas and they're different textures. Okay, they're all gonna taste like cola, but they're all different textures. That one's like a harder, chewy texture, and that's what I like. I like one that gets a, I don't want like super gummy. That's not my spiel. These blue raspberry soda bottles. Again, that's one of those hard, let me show you. Oh, matches my shirt. Sugar just went everywhere. And these are no HFCs. I don't know what that means. No trans fat, no GMO, no MSG, no red 40. Okay? This is like a Kourtney Kardashian approved candy. I don't know if it actually is, but seems like it would be. Okay, friends, can we get into the fact that it's barely 6:03 and the sun has set? It's like blue hour and it's about to get pitch black. The time changes this weekend and I'm just like, nobody talk to me. I will actually be unwell because this is enough. 6 o'clock getting dark, like that is a-okay. I think California should join Arizona in not having a time change. Anywho, that's not what this video is about. It's 6 o'clock. I'm in like that boredom snack, like I'm hungry. I don't really want to make dishes and make a dinner. The fact that I don't have to feed Jamal tonight, like I can kind of make whatever I want. Right now, I know I have turkey meat, ground beef, and I have frozen shrimp. I could make frozen shrimp, season up real good, and do a loaded baked potato with the side of shrimp, so I saw my protein, with an arugula salad that I've been loving, which like requires like one pan, and like I'm kind of messing with that. I also could make like, I used to meal prep like this turkey meat with taco seasoning and bell pepper little moment, and I'd put that over rice and eat it with hot sauce. I just don't think I want that, but I thought that that's what I was gonna make tonight. No matter what I have, I'm having some type of little drinky drink, not alcoholic, but I want a little Shirley Temple bloom pop. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I want, because if I'm gonna do the shrimp, I need to start thawing the shrimp. I have free will. I could just do pizza rolls. I'm not gonna do just pizza rolls. Really want a DoorDash, but we're gonna eat in the house. So we'll start cooking in the next like 5-10 minutes, because right now I want to go grab a bag of chips and just sit on the couch. And I just got off the phone with my friend. We talked for like an hour. That was great. But I don't want to just sit back and eat chips. I think I'm gonna do the shrimp baked potato. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't lie. It's 6:20, and I spent the last 10 minutes eating Trader Joe's Takis. I said I was in a snacky mood, and I said I wasn't ready to make dinner. I thawed out a few shrimps. You know, it's funny because if you've been with me on this journey for a minute now, at least since this summer, you've known that this summer I had a lot of stomach issues, and it all came from like foods that weren't properly cooked or whatever. And so now even when I'm cooking, I'm like, there's things I used to do that I'm like, I never got sick from doing anything like that before, but it probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. And now literally I will like look everything up on like how this should be thawed out, how this should be prepped and stuff, because I'm just terrified of food. I actually have pretty bad food anxiety from being as sick as I was this summer. But yeah, I used to like 9 a.m. pull out ground beef or whatever, ground chicken, and let it thaw out all day. And I didn't care if it was like room temperature. I would just go and cook it. Now that terrifies me. It's like, no, it should still be cool. Anywho, I thawed out these shrimp. Like what? We don't scale, we don't measure, we don't do things here. I just pull out the portion. I think I need 3, 6, 9, probably 12 shrimps. And now we're gonna season them up and literally just saute them. We'll do a little bit of avocado oil. Okay, I have no real plan. I'm just gonna grab stuff I think will taste good all together. Starting with some Old Bay seasoning. This stuff is really yummy. I am half white when it comes to seasoning my food. My boyfriend reminds me of that quite often, because he was like, you know, there's other seasonings besides garlic powder and onion powder. I'm like, you don't really need much else. Let's see. We'll do smoked paprika. Fun fact about me, I love anything that has like, my boyfriend's gonna laugh at this part of the video, a smoky taste. That's what I like call things. I'll be like, oh my gosh, babe, try this salsa. It has that smoky taste. It has a smoky taste. So this is smoked paprika for that smoky taste. And we're gonna add a little bit of this wood-fired garlic as well for that smoky taste. Boom, super seasoned shrimp. In my book, if you ask me, this is what super seasoned shrimp look like. Mixing them all together. Try not to make a lot of dishes. Boom, bop, boom, bop, boom. Gonna rinse my hands, and I'm going to wash my potato, russet potato specifically, poke some holes in it, and cover it with a wet paper towel. And we're gonna microwave it for like 6-7 minutes. I accidentally said that in a TikTok, and all my comments were 6-7. Oh my god. But at the same time, I grew up in the times of, damn, Daniel. And yeah, I actually didn't grow up in Gya. I think I just was around so many of my sister's friends for that time period, because that was kind of recent. What else did I grow up around? Yaga, that's what I meant. Yaga. That was a time. That was a time. Russet potato, a fork. Fun fact, I used to work at Outback Steakhouse. Why could I not think of the restaurant name? And they're like infamous for their baked potato. They're like salted to perfection. And every shift, I would have a fully loaded baked potato. Like truly every shift. Which is so funny. Like how I say I don't get tired of foods. No. A fully loaded baked potato was consumed. Sometimes I even do a loaded mash, because they had really good mashed potatoes too, but it really was a baked potato. Like sometimes I would just do butter, sometimes I would do everything, sometimes I would just do butter and cheese or whatever. But you know what's really funny to me? And I like wet the paper towel. like this. Jamal doesn't love baked potatoes. He prefers mashed potatoes, which is totally fine, so I don't get to have this often. But he puts ranch dressing and barbecue sauce to dress up his baked potato, which is weird. But this is how the shrimp are looking. Yummy. Don't want to overcook them, so I'm about to take those off. We have our potato. We have our shrimp. Now we need to dress up our potato. We're gonna get a lot of butter. A lot of butter, okay? That's what makes a baked potato mouth-watering and comforting. So a big stick of butter, and we're gonna wiggle her all around so that she melts everywhere in our baked potato. Okay. I'm salivating. And then I'm going to take some sour cream. If you're a healthy girl, you can do Greek yogurt. Some things I'll do Greek yogurt for, and some things deserve sour cream. And in my opinion, a baked potato deserves sour cream. Now I will do my cheese first so that it can melt better. And again, a good amount. We're having a cheesy, loaded baked potato. We're also gonna make an arugula salad that I've been obsessed with. So I'm just gonna pull out the ingredients for that. Sour cream, a dupa dollop, a daisy. Wish I had bacon bits and chives and all that, but that'll be it. As I'm eating it, I'll probably add some salt and pepper. Probably could have done that right after the butter, just so it's on that baseline, but that's okay. And then for our salad, y'all never thought you'd see the day where I make a salad. I know, but if you have me on Snap, you've seen me make the salad. Arugula, another thing you probably thought you would never see me eat, because I've always hated arugula. Literally, y'all need to retry foods that you thought you hated after you turn 25. That frontal lobe development apparently affects how we like food. And a good amount of shaved Parmesan. Like, I like for a lot of my bites to have cheese, because this salad is literally just arugula and cheese. There's no other toppings to distract from intense flavors. Boom, boom, boom. Avocado oil, which we've used on quite literally everything. Lemon juice. You can use a fresh lemon, but I'm gonna use lemon juice. Salt. Oh, it's not coming out. There we go. And lemon pepper. Dinner is served. Cajun shrimp, baked potato, arugula salad. And for our beveragino, my Bloom Pop in Chili Temple. Do you guys watch that one girl on TikTok? I don't know her name, and the other day I was talking to my sister about her, and I didn't know how to like describe her because I didn't know her name. And I was like, I looked up on TikTok Breakfast Girl, and she popped up. So if you're trying to see who I'm talking about, her name, search Breakfast Girl. She does breakfast plates that like, she has like 3 sides for her breakfast, and just elaborate breakfast. And she goes, Ibra, 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 and like twists her plate to like the next thing to show you. Yeah, I love her. Anywho, she says beveragino, and now I'm saying beveragino. I'm telling you guys, if you can find these, they're actually good. The influencers weren't lying. Yum. Okay. Shrimp. Mm-hmm. Take me to that, take me to that. Mm-hmm. Mm. That's how you know it's good. It got hella dances from me. That wasn't just like 1 or 2. Yo, I haven't had a girl dinner in almost 3 months. I've been cooking for a man. I'm surprised we made like a 3-course freaking meal. Salad. Mm-hmm. Now lean back. Lean back. Mmm. Yum. Get into some of this baked potato. Just need some salt and pepper. Mmm. It's hot. But that's dinner. That is dinner, and trust me, we will be back for dessert. So once again, this video is supposed to just be about what I eat, but I yap and I like to talk to the girlies. I had like a wave of like feeling really anxious right now, and it's not fully gone yet, but I just wanted to share what I've been experiencing recently. I talked a little bit about food anxiety, but in general, I've just been struggling with anxiety, health anxiety, food anxiety, and then just sometimes like this just like anxious feeling. Like I've had anxious thoughts before, but I've never felt anxious, and she's been in me for about like a month or two now, and it's like really frustrating. This is my first time being like home alone in 3 months, because I've been living with a man for almost 3 months, and so I feel like that's a piece of it. But it's like to know that I lived alone for 2 years and I was perfectly fine, and I feel safe in my apartment and everything. It's just very interesting. Anywho, that like anxious feeling, and it was nothing about my food. It was literally just an anxious feeling, kind of like deterred me from eating. I ate 8 out of 12 of my shrimps. There's 4 left here. I ate like half of the baked potato and the whole salad before that feeling like took me over. And I probably am coping with it in a terrible way, but the way I've been coping with it is by scrolling. Like today I've actually done really good. My screen time on TikTok was like, I think it said 56 minutes, and we're at 8 p.m. I feel like usually it'd be like 2 hours. Because of course also I do post, and I do let myself, like I did let myself scroll like in that, when it was like 4 o'clock or whatever. But like the way I cope with it is to scroll so that my brain has no time to think for itself. And that's probably a part of the anxiousness. So any of my anxious girlies, if you could comment down below what you do in moments like that. Because like that's my first thing, is to distract my brain. But then like that's not a solid coping skill. If I put on TV, I feel like TV moves so slow that it still leaves lingering thoughts. Where scrolling, literally my mind is so overstimulated. There's no room for an anxious thought. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there. I'll probably package up these shrimps to add to like one of my little lunches or something tomorrow. But yeah, that's my dinner. Like I said, we will be back for dessert. I just was doing a little check-in to show you what I actually ate. And I feel like I took like 3 sips of this bloom. Like it is yummy. But yeah, I just took 3 sips. I told you I'm not a big liquid person. Good morning. It's 10 a.m. I slept in way too late. What's under the bonnet today? Take it out. Gotta have a strong neck to do that. Okay. Anywho, it's 10 a.m. I slept in. I was woken by the maintenance man trying to fix my closet. My closet's broken. You didn't ask. Let's keep it going. I laid in bed since 9:30, literally just figuring out what I wanted for breakfast, because I have everything to make like an egg McMuffin except a meat. And it was pissing me off. I'm like, do I DoorDash just turkey bacon? There's no way I'm going to the store right now for just turkey bacon. I was mad at myself for not having turkey bacon. I think there's sausage patties. I don't like sausage. But like an egg McMuffin sounds so fire. So now we have to figure out a different breakfast. But we're going to take our morning supplements together. Might just take this. Or I have my Mary Ruth probiotic gummies. I've kind of been taking these two together. And then recently, Jamal brought me home these AG1 Daily Foundational Nutrition Supplements, because I can't take pills. This is a powder. It's kind of like a greens powder, but it has 75 vitamin minerals, including probiotics and whole food sourced ingredients, designed to drink first thing in the morning to support your whole body overall health. My thing with taking things like this is I don't know what's going to do in the restroom, and today we have a Pilates class, like as a part of an event, and then I'll be out for the rest of the day. So I don't think I'm going to take this. And then I also just picked up these women's prebiotic probiotic, because I told you guys I've been having stomach problems and stuff. I've been trying to figure out what my body is asking for. But just out of habit, I'm going to do these two because I know what these two do to my body. So first thing, good belly, digestion, and immunity. It's mango flavored, but it tastes like Flintstone gummy medicine. First thing, on an empty stomach, I haven't even drank water yet. And then the Mary Ruth's probiotic gummies. These are yummy, actually. Like, these are yummy. And you take two. Boom. Everybody in my family, my mom, my sister, and my dad, all take a shot of apple cider vinegar every morning. This is the nastiest thing, if you ask me. The nastiest thing. I don't know what it does. Let's actually look it up. That was just too many good things. So I wonder if it helps with blood sugar. I wonder if I was supposed to take this before everything, because I feel like that stuff that I just took was so sweet. So I'm gonna do like that much. I'm not a chugger, and that's also the problem, because how am I gonna finish this? I never thought I'd see the day where I was doing this, but desperate times calls for desperate measures. Cheers. Oh, I kind of did a lot. It says 1 tablespoon. I did more than that. There was no way I was gonna get that down. Trying again with the beantiest bit. I feel like that's the same amount. Lord, is it that strong? I also know this cup isn't big enough for 8 ounces, you know? This is a terrible way to start your day. That's gotta be good enough. That's got to be good enough. That's got to be good enough. Cut. I don't like going out and ordering lattes, okay? But when I go to Phil's and I have cold brew, I love it. So we're gonna try cold brew at the house to see if I can actually make something yummy that I like. And like, I do make lattes at home and I've found ways to make them good, but I was just wondering because I love Phil's coffee. Love, love, love. Their honey haze, their spiced vanilla soul, and their caramel banana. Like, insanely good. So I don't have the ingredients to make any of the, like, trying to make those at home. I'm just going to try to have a cold brew at home. I haven't had this stock stuff since college. Okay. And then I have a cookie butter Chobani creamer, which I'm wondering if this is going to be kind of thick. I'm not going to do milk just because I feel like this is thick in a latte and cold brew's so thin. But we're using a little Halloween cup because we have like 3 more days to use her. But cookie butter creamer. I feel like drinking this after the apple cider vinegar is crazy. But cheers. Kind of what I thought was going to happen, it happened. This actually didn't bring as much creaminess to my drink as I thought it would, but the flavor is definitely very overpowering. Like, I just taste cookie butter. I don't taste no coffee. So, kind of a fail. And yet I still don't know what I want for breakfast. If you like making hard-boiled eggs, you need this little instant egg cooker. You take your egg, comes with this. You poke a hole so that the steam can get into the egg. Boom, making 2. Another hole. And then I read this cup and it tells me for under 3 eggs, how soft do I want my yolk. I'm gonna do medium and I'm gonna fill it up with water to the medium line. And I'm going to press stir. This is literally one of the most boring breakfasts of my life, but you guys know I have my cold brew. I have 2 soft boiled, medium boiled eggs with salt, and I'll put hot sauce on it, and then an English muffin with butter. I wanted to make a peanut butter and jelly, and then I realized we don't have jelly. And I'd already toasted the English muffin, and my avocado looks rough, and I just don't want avocado, so I'm just proud of myself for eating breakfast. There's a little bit of protein because originally I just wanted waffles with peanut butter and bananas. And I feel like that would have been fine. And I would have done that if I was like going to the gym as a little pre-workout. But like, I know I'll be hungry in a little bit after I eat that, and it'll be time for me to get ready to go. So just a little something before this Pilates workout class. And I know we're gonna get lunch after, so just a little breakfast. And again, I'm proud of myself because I skip breakfast a lot. So breakfast smashed. But I saw a TikTok of a girl making yerba mates at home, and she literally just brewed green tea and then put mint syrup in it. So we're gonna try to make a yerba mate at home to take with us to the event. So we're just going to brew some of this tea, and then I have peppermint syrup. I just spilled. I'm gonna let this brew and cool off while I do my makeup. I got ready. This has been brewing for quite some time now. I'm gonna take her out and I'm gonna pour her over ice. I have these plastic disposable cups. I know they're not the best thing for the environment, but I do use them very like sparingly. I bought 100 cups 2 years ago and I have not finished them. I still have like 40 cups left, so I'm not using them every day. I do apologize. We're pouring this over some ice. It isn't sweetened, so I do want it sweetened. I'm gonna add some agave, because to me, if you put honey in anything, like tea-wise, to me, it tastes like medicine, like you're sick, and I want this to be more refreshing. Dollop a daisy agave in there, because then this is sugar-free peppermint. Mind you, I've never made this before. I just saw somebody make it, and the influence was there. She said you don't need a lot. It's pretty strong, so we'll go with that and see what that does. Add my straw. And this is supposed to taste like a yerba mate. If you want bubbles, I think she said you can add like a LaCroix for sparkling water, like to top it. But I don't need bubbles. Bubbles sometimes hurt my tummy. That is pretty good. I think I put a tad too much peppermint. Like the peppermint is very strong. I just think like if I would have done a little bit less, it would have been minty and fresh and not like peppermint. And green tea has so many good benefits for you. So if I can be drinking something that is yummy and it's gonna help with my it speeds up your metabolism, it helps with debloating, it helps with digestion, it helps with, I think, even your skin. My sister, again, at 19 years, or now she's 20. My sister at 20 years old has really, really healthy habits. And as her big sister, I'm literally just in this world trying to catch up. My sister's screen time is like 40 minutes per day. She's never on her phone. She wakes up, she does the apple cider vinegar shot. She does chlorophyll water. She does a green tea. She eats only like whole foods. She doesn't eat anything processed. Like, I'm like, girl, when I was 20, my breakfast, lunch, and dinner were hot Cheetos, Takis, and hot fries.
Yeah, just a bunch of, I don't even know. And then they use this device that.
I just finished the Pilates workout. I finished like half of my iced tea. Still sipping on that. I drank a lot of water. I had 2 chicken skewers, a little bit of the Mediterranean like cucumber, tomato, bell pepper salad, and a little bit of the fruit and the chia seed pudding. But now I'm on my way thrifting. I'm starving. Like, I definitely feel like working out. Like, that workout was hard. But I also feel like working out, like, does amplify your hunger. So now I'm starving. We getting fucked up tonight. Yeah, obviously life happens, y'all. I met up with one of my best friends. Haven't seen her in like a month. Haven't had like one-on-one time with her in like 3 months. We chit-chatted, yapped from 2 to 8:30, okay? That included 2 margarita pitchers, chips and salsa, chips and guac, and popcorn chicken. So that's what besides the food you guys saw me eat, I had 2 chicken kebabs and the little like light bites at the event. It's 9:55, I just got home. I talked to my mom, my sister, I showered. I'm not making dinner. I'm hungry. I'm also not gonna DoorDash, I don't think. Taco Bell would hit. I would. I don't think. I'm probably just gonna snack on like chips and whatever the fuck I have, but that's life. Like, I don't live by any rules. I work out so I can live life with a little less care in my head, a little more carefree. So like I said, if you were looking for something nutritional, instructional, wrong place. But yeah, that's how my night went.